You eat well, you keep your blood sugar under control, you exercise regularly, and you get enough sleep. So let me ask you, why do you still feel absolutely exhausted in the middle of the day? I'm talking about that unexplained fatigue, that feeling like your body just decides to shut down around 3 in the afternoon. You're not eating junk food. You're not sitting around all day. You're doing everything that people say you should be doing. And yet, you still feel like a zombie by the time the afternoon hits. Most people will immediately blame the usual suspects. Maybe it's a vitamin deficiency, or maybe it's just your sleep quality, or maybe it's stress. And yes, all of those things can definitely play a role. But today, I want to go a little deeper. Because what if the real energy thieves are invisible forces inside your body, quietly disrupting your metabolism from within? Think of your hormones like the conductors in a grand orchestra. When everything is balanced and in sync, your body performs with energy, clarity, and stability. It's a beautiful symphony. But when even one single hormone is slightly out of tune, the entire system can suffer. And we're not just talking about the obvious ones. We're talking about cortisol, your thyroid hormones, insulin, and even subtle shifts in your sex hormones. These might seem like small changes, but they can have huge effects. Because these factors don't just affect your weight or your mood. They directly determine how much usable energy your cells can actually produce. And here's the key takeaway. Even if your blood sugar looks perfectly controlled on paper, your metabolism might still be struggling silently behind the scenes. Let's start with cortisol. Cortisol dysregulation isn't just about feeling emotional stress. It can keep your body stuck in a constant state of high alert. You might feel wired and jittery on the outside, but completely drained and exhausted on the inside. It's a paradox that leaves you feeling burnt out. Then comes one of the most overlooked issues, insulin resistance. And this isn't only about having high sugar levels on a lab test. It's about your cells becoming less efficient at using the glucose that's already available in your bloodstream. So even though you're eating, and even though there's plenty of fuel available, your cells can still feel like they're starving for energy. That's when you start to notice things like those afternoon crashes, feeling sleepy right after meals, having constant cravings for sweets or carbs, brain fog that just won't clear, and that heavy, sluggish feeling that weighs you down. Even with a perfectly healthy diet, if your body isn't using glucose properly, real sustained energy just doesn't show up. Another subtle but incredibly powerful factor is your thyroid. Even what's called subclinical thyroid dysfunction, the kind that looks normal on standard lab tests, can still be a major cause of chronic fatigue. You do everything right, but your body just feels like it's running in slow motion. So ask yourself these questions honestly. Do you crash in the afternoon, no matter what you eat for lunch? Do you wake up tired, even after getting a full 7 or 8 hours of sleep? Do you struggle with persistent brain fog that makes it hard to concentrate? What about unexplained weight fluctuations, or your hair thinning more than usual? Or do you have cold hands and feet, even when you're in a warm room? These are not random symptoms. They are potential clues pointing to your metabolic and hormonal health. And the most important truth here is this. No two bodies have the exact same hormonal pattern. We are all unique. That's why recognizing your own body's signals is so incredibly important. Recovering your energy isn't about finding a quick fix or a magic pill. It is about understanding your body on a much deeper level and working with it through healthy habits and the right kind of support. If you already eat well, stay active and manage your glucose, but you still feel like something is missing, it may be time to look beyond the basics. Some helpful tests to discuss with a qualified health professional include things like fasting insulin, HbA1c, a full thyroid panel that includes free T3 and free T4, and even a cortisol rhythm assessment. Because your energy is your life force. You don't have to just accept being told, oh, it's just stress. Sometimes there's a deeper story waiting to be uncovered. And this is where metabolic support can truly make a difference. Because even silent blood sugar instability, those subtle glucose fluctuations throughout the day that you might not even notice, can drain your energy over time. It's like a slow leak in your energy tank. That's why, alongside your healthy habits, many people are now looking for natural support to help maintain better glucose balance. One option that has been gaining a lot of attention is a supplement called GLPro. GLPro was developed specifically to support healthy blood sugar control. It helps the body maintain more stable glucose levels, which may translate into more consistent energy, fewer of those dreaded crashes, and better daily vitality. Of course, it's not a replacement for good nutrition or exercise, nothing is, but it can be a strategic ally for people who want that extra layer of support for their metabolism and their overall well-being. It's about adding another tool to your health toolbox. So if your goal is to improve your health, boost your energy levels, support better blood sugar balance, and feel more alive and present throughout your entire day, you can find the link to learn more about GLPro in the description below and in the pinned comment. Take a look when you're ready. Because energy isn't a luxury, energy is your quality of life, and you absolutely deserve to feel your best every single day. Thanks for watching.